Primetime News with Israel Lai.
Well, coming up in the bulletin tonight, NIA to resume mass distribution of national ID cards from next month once long-awaited funds become available. NPP says leading party figures criticizing the flag bearers' Supreme Court petition do not have its interest at heart. Doctors at Komfo Teaching Hospital once again schedule life-saving surgery for Siamese twins joined at their belly tomorrow. In sports, the main complainant at the heart of Black Stars defender John Paintel's wife assault case says he is no longer interested in pursuing the matter. We also have showbiz and international news all coming up in the next hour. Stay tuned. In our very first story, the National Identification Authority is hoping to resume large-scale distribution of national ID cards next month after it was suspended for lack of spend. Speaking exclusively with Joy News, Executive Director Dr. William Ahaji said the authority also intends to resume the registration process in the 3 regions yet to be covered.
The National Identification Authority derives its mandate from Act 707 passed in 2006 and the National Identity Register Act 2008, Act 750, which gives it authorization to collect personal and biometric data. It started registration in 2009 and subsequent issuance of national ID cards sometime in 2011, but was forced to drastically scale back in August last year. Reacting to claims that he had done very little to make the cards available to citizens, Dr. Haji explained the NIA suspended its distribution exercise to pave way for the Electoral Commission's biometric voter registration and also partly due to financial constraints. He, however, says the issue of funding will be addressed with some allocation expected from the budget, plus a loan facility worth $150 million.
Ghana, the government is leading the effort to secure some resources from China, and that's far advanced. Once we receive those resources, we would avoid what in the environment is called distribution blues. As soon as the budget is read, and we see what the allocations are in the budget. We're hoping that by the end of this month, next week thereabouts, or this week, the budget will be read. We will quickly again mobilize and go out there until all those other alternative options are explored. We will still continue doing the distribution. So clearly, we are saying that just as we are about to do the registration, we will still have to do some distribution as well.
He explains the NIA's program once the funding is made available.
So NIA has several fronts that is working at, and these ones are the ones that have been put on hold because of the level of resources required. But there are a number of other things that are going on a daily basis that we do. And as I said, the planning for the enrollment in the 3 northern regions is on course now, and so NIA would be back in the news for the enrollment in a couple of weeks' time. But also, as I said, as and when we receive the resources, we'll go out there and put out the cards for those who require them.
The NIA says, having also been plagued by the erratic electricity supply and the potential loss of data, backup power supply units have been acquired to ensure uninterrupted production of cards once the exercise resumes. Until the mass exercise resumes, however, the NIA says Ghanaians who have already registered can walk into their offices to claim their cards, just like I did, having been registered some 4 years ago.
The new Patriotic Party says its members criticizing the action taken by its 2012 flag bearer Nana Akufo-Addo and 2 others at the Supreme Court do not have the party's interests at heart. It follows comments by a leading member of the party, Kwame Pianim, questioning the relevance of the NPP's boycott of activities involving the President, John Mahama, the latest being a walkout on the State of the Nation address delivered last Thursday.
No problem with people going to court, is their right. My problem is the stance adopted by the party in boycotting so-called issues pertaining to the presidency. I do not understand. The president is president until declared otherwise by the court. You see, we cannot adopt selective participation in governance of this nation. It is not right. It is dangerous. It's a dangerous precedent. It is not NPP members who legitimize a president. A president is legitimized by the sovereign people of Ghana who vote, and the Electoral Commission, whom all of us have agreed, declares who is the winner. They've declared. That's the president. Whether you do it or not, what do you mean you are legitimizing? The presidency is an executive one. Are members of the NPP leadership buying petrol at the John Mahama II prices? Are they going to embassy to get visas? They are credited by the president. Are they, when a thief is attacking them in the house, are they calling on the police? The president is the commander-in-chief of the security forces. What are we talking about? We have to be logical and consistent. The laws of the land says he is the president.
But Communications Director of the NPP, Nana Komia, has condemned the comment, saying the party will issue a formal statement soon.
The party is disappointed at the comments made by Mr. PNM. We believe that the statements have no bearing at all. We believe that the court case, the petition against the electoral results, is in the best interest of the party. And if anybody in the party doesn't believe so, we believe that person has not got a pulse of the party. But the teeming supporters of the party have confidence in the court case. They are happy that the party leadership is doing something about the results as announced legally. And they are very happy about that. So it's a stab in the back if other elders of the party choose not to support the court case. We do not think these gentlemen have such a big standing in the party as to worry ourselves much about what they say. We believe that if they had something positive to contribute, they know the channels to make that contribution. The full weight of the evidence was presented to the members of parliament. They were so touched as to the amount of malfeasance that had attended the elections. Tomorrow, the party will issue a statement formally in reaction to Mr. PNM's comments. And I believe that the comments will be set the minds of our teaming supporters at rest. When such members, leading members as Mr. PNM, speak in this way, it demoralizes supporters, the teeming mass of the supporters. So we will reassure them tomorrow by the official statement in response.
Legal practitioner Francis Sosu has described as disgraceful the formation of an association for unemployed graduates. It says the existence of the association betrays the very essence of university education if graduates are unable to create jobs.
Speaking at the speech and prize-giving day of the Osudoku Senior High Technical School at Esuchari Estates, Francis Sosu said vocational and technical education must be given priority attention. He faults the current system of education where graduates seek job rather than create jobs.
It is a complete disgrace. How can you be trained with government resources in the universities? You go and you read archaeology, sociology, you read all the lodges and come out, and all you have is your certificate in your hand and joining an association of unemployed graduates.
Headmistress of Usutech, Sylvia Baba Yankee, tells Joy News the school has achieved a 100% pass rate at the West African school exams in the last 2 years, despite its deprived state.
Still on infrastructure, the dormitories are overcrowded, the classrooms are also overcrowded.
Benjamin Tete's report for Joy News.
Workers at the Sofoline interchange are demanding an increase in their salaries from the employers, China Geo Corporation. The aggrieved workers stormed the company's office this morning, saying they will not return to work until their grievances are met. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin's report.
The over 400 employees described their current wages as a pittance. Chairman of the Workers' Union, Rudolph Aswala, puts it at between 5 and 12 Ghana cedis daily. According to him, they petitioned management about 3 years ago on the same matter, but nothing has been done about it.
It's inside our collective agreement that every year they should review our salary, they should increase it. For 3 years now, they have not done that. And it is inside the same collective agreement that any worker that works above 3 months should have an appointment letter. Some workers are here for 2 years, they are not having appointment letters. So we have made our mind that if they are not going to increase our salary, then we are not going to work.
He insists the workers will not budge this time.
All right, we're taking a break. We'll be back with more news. Don't go away. Thanks to a documentary Deformed aired on our sister station Joy FM about 3 weeks ago, a set of twin girls joined at the belly will undergo a surgery to separate them so they no longer have to depend on each other. Joy News will bring you live coverage of the procedure, which is expected to last some 6 hours tomorrow. The initiative, which will make it a first for television in Ghana, should draw attention to the fact that such babies don't have to be killed by their parents as it happens right now. Now, another set of twins, also girls, who successfully underwent similar surgery some 12 years ago, after hearing the story of the Deformed Twins, have decided they will share their story so people will know you don't have to kill babies because they have birth defects. Linda and Lydia say if they have survived, so too can your deformed baby.
Lydia and Linda were joined in the belly at birth, but that was 13 years ago. Though originally from Somenya in the eastern region, they now live with their foster parents at Swedro in the central region and attend one of the best private schools in the town. We arrived at their school, the Maryland Montessori Learning Center, which also happens to be their home because their foster mother owns the school. Lydia and Linda Awi are now in class 6 at age 13. They have been deliberately placed in separate classrooms and were writing a class test when we got there. The girls exude an infectious confidence, an observation one of their teachers later corroborated.
Linda and Lydia are very confident people, and they believe in what they do and what they say, and they are very positive in life, and academically too they are good.
The two are very identical. You can only tell from close observation that Lydia, who is the older sibling, is slightly taller than Linda. They were born on 24th March 1999 at the Tua Government Hospital at Odumase Krobo in the eastern region. Their biological mother, just like most mothers, was disappointed they were conjoined. Their separation happened 3 months after their birth, when they were transferred to the nation's premier health center, the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, where a team of surgeons gave them their independence after hours of surgery. Their foster mother, Cynthia Morrison, got to know them when they turned 1 and decided to adopt them. She then saw them through another major surgery.
We had a second surgery because when they separated them, they didn't close up properly. The doctors explained it. I'm not a doctor, so I don't want to go wrong. I can't explain it very well. But they decided they left something that they had to seal later and whatever. So we had to go for another surgery, and I was there. The doctors, opened up and did it. And I wanted to make sure that everything was in place because they are late, they are girls, Because I was in 1 year, I'd been worried, would they be able to conceive and all those things. So the second surgery settled my doubts. When they opened up and declared everything, they cleared my doubts and they said everything was intact.
For Mrs. Morrison, there are no regrets about her decision to adopt Lydia and Linda.
I'm very, very proud of them. Sometimes I don't want it to get into their heads because already they are swollen-headed. So when I push it into their heads, I normally don't do that. I love all my children, but I restrict it because children, when they see that you overdo it, they also go the extra limit that they shouldn't go to. But I am very, very proud of them because I saw them little, I saw them grow, and I saw, they are good dancers, they can run, they are very courageous, they are bold, they are fearless.
Linda enjoys singing.
Lord, preserve my soul, remove the pains and sorrows. Is there more than I can take? Is more than
Whilst Lydia is the athletic type and represents her school in major competitions, Linda talks about their interest in partnership.
When she's running, I shout so she hears me. She knows my voice.
Lydia says she finds the moral support invaluable. She also confesses how they attempted to pull a fast one on everyone because they are so identical.
When I was running, I was tired, so she felt like coming inside so that they would say she's the one who was running. She wanted me to win 200 at the same time 100.
The two have an ambition to become medical doctors so they could get the chance to give back to society and those who have showed them a great deal of kindness.
Last year when I went to the hospital, people were dying, there were no doctors. So I decided that when I grow up, I'll be a doctor, so I'll save people's life. I want to be a medical doctor because I want to save people's life like the way they saved me and my sister life.
I call them Dr. Linda and Dr. Lydia because I once asked them what do they want to do in future. And they told me they want to be medical doctors so that in the near future they can help other children who were in their condition.
The other day we were writing my future career, and then by look of things, when I was going around, I realized something on her. So I questioned her or I quizzed her, and then he told me this is what she has planned to be in future. So I said, okay, then work towards it.
Lydia and Linda are very active in school. They will be part of the contingent that will be representing their school at the 56th Independence Anniversary next month. This is how far these two have come from the days they were joined at the Belly. Though they were too young to recall, they have always imagined how tough life would have been.
I asked her whether we are Siamese twins. She told me that yes. I've never seen twins who are joined before. Always people come, but they are not Siamese twins. I don't.
Right, so do stay tuned to the channel because we'll be playing back and bringing you the entire piece. There's a special feature that was done by Seth Kwame Boateng as we prepare for the surgery of the Siamese twins tomorrow. And the surgery of the Siamese twins is taking place tomorrow. So again, do stay tuned. We'll bring you details of the one. There'll be live coverage. Now, a new school which aims to enroll and offer free quality world-class education to brilliant but needy students has been established at Gumwa Manso in the Central Region. The Morgan International Community School, which is currently scouting for the first set of beneficiary students, will run junior and senior high school streams.
Philanthropist and head of the Morgan International Community School, Phyllis Heidebrand, believes when children in African rural communities are empowered through access to quality education, they contribute significantly to development.
Looking at a very, very high standard, quality of teaching and quality of learning in a 24-hour environment. So it's not just the academic, but also the social emotional activities that would build our future leaders, our future entrepreneurs. And that's in line with our vision for the school.
The school boasts of world-class facilities, including a computer laboratory, a library, and 194-bed dormitory facility to accommodate students. Students, after writing the Basic Education Certificate examination, have the option to choose whether to sit for the International General Certificate of Secondary Education, IGCSE examination, or the West African Senior High School Certificate examination, WASI.
Here, most of the schools are government and or international. And I think we will be unique in offering both programs here at the school so that everyone can learn. We can learn from the educational system of Ghana as well as some of the standards that are out there for international schooling. And there is opportunity for students from the national program to blend into the international after a year or two of schooling here. So I think the opportunity is great, it's tremendous, and that's what makes...
The school will be open to the public in August this year.
Now to some business news, and the 2013 budget will be presented to Parliament on March 5. Joy Business has learned that this is the date the Finance Ministry and Parliament has settled on. The budget is expected to focus on massive infrastructure development, stabilizing the economy and accelerating growth. Finance Minister Setekwe has told Joy Business the budget will also center on programs aimed at growing the private sector. Now, President John Dramani Mahama has paid a one-day familiarization visit to the site of the ongoing T3 power plant at Abuade in the Shama district of the Western region to familiarize himself with the progress of work so far. The president during the visit asked Ghanaians to exercise restraint as government uses all available means to address the current difficulties in the power sector. And the National Petroleum Authority is assuring that the current shortages in the supply of LPG on the market should be over latest by next week. This comes after several complaints by consumers over the scarcity of the product on the market. Investigations by Joy News over the weekend also revealed the long queues at some stations. This is coming just after last week's fuel price increases. He is assuring of improved supply latest by next week. In international business news, IKEA has withdrawn meatballs from sale in 14 European countries after tests in the Czech Republic found traces of horse meat in a batch made in Sweden. Meatballs from the same batch had been sold in many states, including the UK, France. Right. The World Bank has organized a workshop on the switch integration in West Africa, and the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, Millicent Na, has been speaking on some issues there.
Cards on the point of sale terminals. In fact, for us, we would even wish that we didn't even have ATMs. We would rather prefer that we have point of sale terminals at all the merchants' place of business. For example, Makula. If you go to the Makula woman, you should have the point of sale terminal. When you buy an item, you just use your card, just swipe it, and you make the payment. Cash is, eliminated from the transaction because it costs the central bank so much money to print money.
Right, next up, we bring you some smart investment tips as well as market data. All right, it's now time for sports, and this issue about John Payne still assaulting the wife and all that is not going to go away, or probably may go away now that the...
It's just on the verge of going away because the complaint...
You think it's going to go?
I think it's going to go. There's a little thing. Well, the police say they would try to press it whether the complainant drops the charge or not. The truth is that the complainant has dropped the charge, and I think that we're just getting to the very end.
Okay, of it started first with the wife saying that, okay, hold it, I'm okay.
Then it came, okay, there was no stabbing, there was no this, there was no that. Finally, the complainant says that, well, I'm dropping the charges.
Okay, but we have the entire story coming up after the break.
has decided not to press charges against the Black Stars player. Amwat Dankwa lodged a complaint with the Legon police in Accra against the Black Stars player whom he accused of assaulting him, as well as his own wife, Richlove Pentel.
Our skipper allegedly chased his wife to their neighbor's residence and then proceeded to assault Dankwa.
We'll be telling you exactly what happens. But now let's quickly pay attention to the Black Stars. And former coach of the Black Stars, Emmanuel Afrani, says the return of AC Milan duo Suleiman Tari and Kevin Prince Boateng to the senior national team would boost Ghana's chances of qualifying for the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. The duo, alongside Marseille ace Jordan Ayew and Real Madrid midfielder Michael Essien, were among key players who missed the just-ended Nations Cup in South Africa. There has been nationwide clamoring for the return of such key players ahead of the World Cup qualifiers, which begin next month. And the experienced coach, who has had stints with a number of clubs in the country, has added his voice to the debate. So obviously we'll be looking at that particular one. We are hoping that the Black Stars will make it into the World Cup, of course, in Brazil. There is a qualifier, though, between Sudan. Ghana is playing Sudan on the 20th of March. We'll be looking up to that one. That'll be all for the sports. My name is George Adi Jr.
The tremendous growth of Accra's nightlife industry and its patronage has preempted the need to reward those who keep Accra awake for fun lovers. Labeled the Accra Nightlife Awards, it seeks to honor the true creators and contributors to night entertainment in Accra. The Rockstones office and Grandpapas, run by Hip Life founder Reggie Rockstone, swept many awards during the night. The nightlife industry in Ghana, especially in Accra, has witnessed remarkable growth and progress. There has been a proliferation of pubs, clubs and restaurants in the Accra locality. There has also been a great number of night parties on various themes and of various kinds in Accra, not to talk of events like Ghana Meets Niger, Night with the Stars and a host of others. These many night events at the various night venues are what preempted Edge 53 to organize the Accra Nightlife Awards, sponsored by RLG.
For the very first time, we are awarding people who give up their beds late in the night to make sure Accra is live at night. So this is the inspiration that drives us for the first awards of this kind. So yes, to award these personalities in the nightlife industry, I think, yes, it's a long time coming and we have to do it.
Joy FM's presenter Kwabena Anoche Adisi, known in media as Bolare, was adjudged Ghana's MC of 2013. Hip Life founder Reggie Rockstone, who after his retirement from music runs the Rockstones office and Grandpapa's pub, swept up in the list of award winners.
Yeah, we're really happy. You know, we got more awards than we asked for. We got so many, we're giving some away. You know, yeah. But it's a beautiful thing. How many did you pick? I can't remember now. How many we win? We got 4.
Grandpapa Reggie could not hide his excitement that his pregnant wife also grabbed an award.
By the way, my wife won one too for the best dog woman. Big up. She's a tough little woman and she's pregnant too, you know.
What an appropriate time to announce the Rockstones are expecting a new baby. Stay tuned, we'll be bringing you more sides to the Accra Nightlife Awards. And of course, you heard Grandpapa announcing the expectation of a new baby to the Rockstones family. Well, the first music week to take place in Ghana will see a lot of Ghana's musicians, both old and the young ones, showcasing what the Ghana music industry is endowed with. Notable of the Ghana Music Week is the exhibition of songs dating back to the Ramblers days, and an award scheme for the musicians, with the musicians themselves voting for one of them to be the winner of the Ghana music industry. The Ghana Music Week will start from March 4 to 10 at the National Theatre. According to the musical president, Vice Oseko 4, the Music Week, which is the first of its kind, will see a rich lineup of music artists, both local and international, treating music fans to lots of music. A remarkable part of the Music Week is the award scheme instituted to honor Ghanaian musicians for their contribution to the music industry. President of Music, Vice Oseko 4, at a press briefing, explains how the award scheme will work.
So the Ghana Music Honors is
is very different from the Ghana Music Awards. The Ghana Music Awards, it's an award scheme, a popular award scheme that the Musicians Union of Ghana is a part of. We are proud to be associated with the Ghana Music Awards, and we would continue because we believe strongly that also the public view is important. The Music Awards, for instance, the Song of the Year is 100% what the public wants, and we respect the role of our fans. So yes, we will continue supporting the Ghana Music Awards scheme.
There will also be an exhibition of songs both from good old days and modern times. Music lovers could get to purchase songs that may be difficult to find on the market, especially those tracks from the days of Ramblers and such artists. Some musicians present at the briefing spoke about what music lovers should look forward to during the Ghana Music Week.
Just what I think I'm going to bring to the table, along with the people who follow me, my fans, my friends, my family. We're all going to be there to support this event because I think it's a viable event which needs to be supported by everyone involved and by everyone who resides in the music.
I'll be performing.
The theme for the Ghana Music Week is engaging music as a catalyst for unity and national growth. That's all we have for you in Showbiz. Thanks so much for your time. My name is Gladys Osei Oredu.